Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review on Little Women of Atlanta. This is Season 5, Episode 10. For Better or Worse. For better or worse. For better or worse? Okay. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, it starts off with Amanda and Andrea are at home, and they are Skyping or either FaceTiming with their wedding planner, Mill. Her name is Mill. They discuss the invitations, and Amanda wants to do a private or special dance for Jordan, and Andrea says she'll do her dancing in private for Chris. They discuss the music with the wedding planner. They discuss the music. They discuss the colors of the wedding. They discuss the cake and a custom topping for the cake. That was it for that scene. Next scene is Juicy and Bree. They go to work out at a park, an outdoor park. Bree looks good. She looks like she's in shape. She doesn't have an ounce of fat on her. But Juicy needs to work out. Juicy tummy is just as big as mine. I need to work out too, Miss Juicy. Anyway, Bree tells Juicy that she is recording a solo song. And Juicy, she's happy about that. She's happy that Bree is in the studio since Emily's gone now. Bree is doing something instead of sitting around. She's actually doing something. So she's happy about that. The next scene is Abira. She's coming out of some building. I guess it's a studio. I don't know. And Bumpman pulls up in his car. And he tells her that he has some music that he wants her to listen to. So she gets in the car and he plays the song for her, and she's listening to it, and she seems to like it. She's bopping her head to the music. And then he tells her that he wants to take her out on a date. And she's all happy and giddy. And she tells him that she hasn't been on a date in a while, and then she says yes, she'll go on a date with him. Next scene is Andrea and Chris. Yeah, Andrea and Chris are home, and Chris tells Andrea that he got a job offer at an electric company, but it's out of town. And Andrea asks him how long will he be gone, and he says 1 month. And she tells him that he's lying. She says it's not going to be 1 month, it's going to be 3 to 6 months. And she asks him where the job is located, and he said Wisconsin. And Andrea tells him that she's not going to trust him while he's in Wisconsin. I guess he cheated on her before, so she told him she's not going to trust him. So they argue about that, and at the end of it, he says, I'm going. He says he's going to take the job, and Andrea just walks off. Chris can find a job in Atlanta. He does not have to go to no Wisconsin for no job. I'm sure there's plenty of jobs in Atlanta. Come on, Chris. Really? Their kids are in Texas with her parents. They're in Georgia. Now he wants to go to Wisconsin. So now the whole family's all broken up in 3 different states. That's ridiculous. Find a job in Georgia and stop tripping. Oy. Anyway, next scene. Amanda and Minnie, they go to a dance studio because Amanda wants to practice her dance, her wedding dance for Chris. Not for Chris, for Jordan. So Minnie, she sits in a chair and she pretends to be Jordan while Amanda dances around her and on her. She does have an instructor there, and I think Amanda is moving a lot better than the instructor. The instructor is thin, tall, and she can't move. Amanda can do more moves than she can, so Amanda should be teaching her how to move. Anyway, that's the end of that scene. Next scene is Minnie and Juicy meet up with GC. I guess they're at the street execs building. GC wants an update on the artist. He wants to know what they're doing. So they tell GC about the twins and the Cheeks recording together. And he's surprised. He said he's going to take credit for that. Juicy tells GC that Emily's going back to Texas. I guess when they did this scene, Emily hadn't left for Texas yet. But Juicy told GC that Emily's going back to Texas, and Bree will be performing by herself. So GC says that if Bree is any is good enough, then he's open to take her as a solo act. So Juicy tells GC that Abira and Bumpman did a track together, and GC's pleased to hear this. That he's pleased to hear that all the artists are working. And then he asks them what do they think about taking more than one act on tour, and they're happy about that. But then he says he has to talk to Al about it. Al is not going to agree to. I keep hitting the camera. Al is not going to agree to that because Al didn't even want one of them, much less two of them. I don't know. It's going to be a hard sell. Anyway, next scene is Amanda is home. It looks like she's doing the seating arrangements for the wedding, and Andrea walks in. Andrea tells Amanda that Chris has a job offer out of town for 3 to 6 months. And Amanda seems to be on Chris's side. She says that, at least Chris will be working. And Amanda's trying to make her see Chris's point of view. She's saying that how you don't want Chris to be a leech. You want him to be working. And Amanda told Andrea that she needs to trust Chris. Next scene is Amanda and Jordan. They go to a jewelry store called Union Diamond, and those rings are gorgeous. The wedding rings. They go to a jewelry store to pick out their wedding rings, and those rings are amazing. I wonder if a Union Diamond is only in Georgia. I wonder if they have other Union Diamond all over. I hope so. Those rings were gorgeous. Anyway, Jordan asked Amanda if Andre and Chris picked out their rings yet, and Amanda said she didn't know. Then he asked them. He asked her, "Do you think that they're gonna get married?" And Amanda said, "I think they are." For some reason, I keep hitting the camera. For some reason, Chris does not think that they're gonna get married. Meanwhile, Amanda and Jordan, they're getting along great. They seem so happy. Next scene is Bree and Juicy are at the Street Exec studio, and Bree is recording her solo song. She gets into the booth and starts singing, and she sounds horrible. I don't like the way she sounds. She sounds horrible. And the guys, I guess you call them engineers, the guys that are helping her with the music, they talk to her, call her out of the booth, and they talk to her a little bit and tell her she needs to start feeling the song and stuff like this. Then she finally goes back in, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, you're doing better." She still sounds horrible to me. Maybe I need to get my hearing checked. She sounded horrible, and I didn't like the song either. Oh no! But they told her she was doing better, and they seem to be happy with it. Next scene is Abira meets up with Bunkman. It looked like a seafood restaurant they were at. But he didn't pick her up. If I'm going on a date, my date's going to pick me up. Unless it's a blind date, Blind date, you don't know what you're going to get, so you drive your own car. And you meet them at the restaurant. But they know each other. They record a song together. They know each other. She knows he's not going to hit her on the head and rob her and drag her off somewhere. He should have picked her up. That's what I think anyway. He should have picked her up. And then when she gets to the table, he didn't stand up. When, he didn't put out her chair out for her. I think Odell needed to give him some lessons. But he did have some orange roses for her. Those were pretty. The orange roses were pretty. And the way they were dressed, they both looked like they were going on different dates. They didn't look like they were going on a date with each other. He had on a short-sleeved checkered shirt, and I'm pretty sure, I didn't see what he had on the bottom, but I'm pretty sure he had on jeans and sneakers, or tennis shoes or something like that. And she had on a red velvet dress that was all the way up to her throat, and a long sleeve, all the way down to her wrist. Red velvet dress. They looked like they were going on 2 different dates. Okay, so let me see what happened next. Yeah, she was overdressed for that date, and he was underdressed. Anyway, Abira told him that she had some questions for him. So she starts asking him these questions. She asked him what is his real name. She should have asked him that when he asked her out. Anyway, he says his name is Robert. And what else did she ask him? Oh, she asked him if this was his first time dating a little person. And he said yes. That was a shock for me. He said yes. I guess he dates average-sized women. He said yes. And she said me too. So she dated average sized men. This is her first time dating a little person. Wow. These little women, or little people, they like to date average sized people. I think more than they do like to date little people. Oh, she asked me if he had any kids, and he said no. And she said she has a team of kids. In her confessional, she said she had 4 kids, and she didn't know how Bumpman would handle that because he has no kids. Meanwhile, well, not meanwhile, after that, after she got through questioning him, the dessert came, and he actually fed her the dessert. Then they started being all touchy-feely, just touching each other up here, touchy-feely with each other. And he tells her that she looks good. And then he tells her that she has something on her lips, and he leans forward and kisses her. But I think Bumpman's moving a tad bit too fast. He needs to relax. He needs to slow down. I think he's moving a tad bit too fast. Okay, next scene is Chris is packing, and Andrea walks into the room, and she asks him if he's leaving today. And he says yes. And then he tells her everything's going to be okay. And she says, no, it's not, because I don't trust you. So they get to arguing. And she said, you can find a job here in Georgia. She said, And when she says that, he's stomped. He doesn't say anything. Then he starts going off on a tangent with his jibber-jabber, talking about, I can never make you happy. If I have a job, you're not happy. If I don't have a job, you make you I can't make you happy. You're just like your parents. No matter what I do will make you happy. And he's going off on another. When she said, you can find a job here, if he had said, well, I've tried looking for a job here and I can't find anything here, then I would have kind of been on his side. But he just blew that off and started going off on a tangent about something else. Oh my gosh, please. I think he just wants to leave. He just wants to leave. He doesn't want to be there. I think he feels inadequate because, she's, a cast on the show. He's only on the show because of her. And he's just hanging around. He said, you want to keep me in the house like a dog, like a trapped dog or something like that, he said. Man, go get a job in Georgia and work and take care of your family. What the hell is wrong with you? Wisconsin, really? Mm-mm. The family's split apart. The baby is in Texas. She is in Georgia. Now you in Wisconsin. What kind of relationship is that? What kind of family unit is that? What's that? Just because he thinks he's going to make more money in Wisconsin. Really? Mm-mm. Come on. This job's in Georgia. You can get. Come on, stop. Anyway. Yeah, they argue, and then she tells him that she's breaking up with him, and he walks out the door still, talking crap. And then when he leaves out, she takes her engagement ring off and put it on the table. Next scene is Amanda is home folding clothes, and Andrea comes in and tells her that she broke up with Chris, and she called off the wedding. And Amanda asked her why, and Andrea said, because he's leaving. He's not leaving, he's left. He's gone. Amanda is pissed because of all the work she did, planning a double wedding. Now she has to change everything to a single wedding, so she's pissed. And poor Andrea says, I'll help you with all the changes, and I'm sorry. And then she starts to cry. And Amanda says, in her confessional, Amanda says that Chris is not good enough for Andrea, which I agree. He's not good enough for her. He's a punk. Get out of here. Stay in Wisconsin. Go to Wisconsin and stay there, okay? Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. Stay there. Don't come back. But poor Andrea, she loves him, And what you gonna do when you love somebody like that? Anyway, that was the end of that episode. I can't wait for this to end. I think hopefully the next episode is the last episode. I think it's gonna be Amanda's bachelorette party or something. They look like they're in a club dancing. The previews showed them, I think, in a club having a good time. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I'll be back next week with another review. Princess on Uphill here. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.